Vine was curled up on the couch, rubbing her slightly swollen belly as she scrolled through her phone. Her pregnancy craving had been unpredictable. One minute she wanted spicy ramen, the next she would be sobbing over the lack of strawberries in the fridge. And though it all, her husband Jungkook had been a saint, patient, doting, and ready to run across the city if it meant satisfying her craving. Tonight, though, Jungkook was feeling extra romantic. He walked into the living room, crouching in front of her with that mischievous bunny smile that always made her heart race. Baby, what do you want to eat? He asked, brushing a strand of hair from her face. Mine tilted her head, biting her lips as she looked up at him through hooded eyes. Jungkook expected her to say something normal, maybe chocolate cake or mango slice. But instead, she smirked. You, she whispered. Jungkook froze, his brain short circuited. What? His voice cracked as his eyes widened in disbelief. Vine escorted closer, grabbing the front of his hoodie and pulling him down until their noses touched. I want you, she pouted. I am 4 months pregnant, my hormones are insane, and I don't just crave food, Jungkook. I crave my husband. Jungkook gulped, his ears turning red, and his grip on her waist tightened slightly. Baby, are you seriously telling me that instead of actual food you want to? His voice trailed off as she leaned in, her lips barely brushing against it. You ask what I want, she teased, running a finger down his chest. And right now, all I want is you. Jungkook groaned, running a hand down his face. When you are literally growing our baby, shouldn't you be thinking about? I don't know vitamins, healthy meals. Jungkook, she went, gripping his hoodie tighter. I'm not asking for vitamins. I'm asking for my husband too. Ding dong, the doorbell rang. Jungkook jerked away like a guilty teenager, scrambling to his feet. It's the food delivery, he announced, his voice unnecessarily loud as he rushed towards the door. Vine crossed her arms, glaring at his retreating figure. Coward. Jungkook exhaled deeply before glancing back at her, shaking his head with amused smirk. Hormonal menace, he muttered. Vine blew him a kiss. You love me, Jungkook chuckled, setting the food down and walking back to her, lifting her into his arms like she weighed nothing. Yeah, I do, but baby, if I let you eat me, who is going to satisfy all your crazy craving letters? He nuzzled her neck, making her giggle. Vine sighed dramatically. Fine, I'll settle for the food this time, but later, you are the dessert. Jungkook groaned, shaking his head as he carried her to the dining table. You are going to be the death of me, woman. And with that, their night continued, filled with love, laughter, and Jungkook preparing himself for whatever wild craving his wife would have next. The plates were barely cleared when Vine's hunger shifted, and it wasn't for food anymore. Jungkook had been too damn sweet all night. He had fed her with his hand whipped sauce over their lips, and his thumbs kissed her belly and whispered to their baby like the perfect husband he was. But now she didn't want sweet. She wanted him raw, desperate, and completely hers. Jungkook was at the sink, rinsing dishes when she moved behind him, her arms sneaking around his waist. Her touch was slow, teasing, her fingers grazing the ridge of his abs through the fabric of his hoodie. She pressed against his back, letting him feel her warmth